Hello, beautiful people. Today is October 16th, it's Sunday, and just want to take a moment to do a brief update, touch in, and share something that keeps striking me. So, if you look at this beautiful scenery that we do get to look at, we actually have had a halfway sunny day today, which is lovely because it's been very overcast the whole time, and it is beautiful here, but as I mentioned, we can't actually get to the beach. We are that high up and no beach access. Um, so it's here, but so unattainable at the same time. But what strikes me about that is in sitting and watching, it's like feel in my body how being in different places feel. That experience of embodiment. So feeling how this wave gently rolling and then breaking, my body knows what that feels like because I've been in both. Or standing at the shore and sticking my feet in, I know what that feels like. Walking on the smooth sand versus all of those rocks over there. I don't have to be doing it. I can immediately feel it. I know what that is in my body. I can get a sense of the texture in my body of what those cliffs of rock feel like. The smoothness of this tree and the bark compared to the rockiness down below and how that would feel. So I'm not thinking about it. Just by looking at it and witnessing it, I feel it in my body. And if anybody has had a child with them at the edge of the water, just notice for a minute what this brings to you. Feeling that sense of what it's like for a kid to be jumping and splashing in the water, and that lightness, and how that fills your heart. And just notice for a minute how that fills your heart and what that feels like to all of us. So, point is that every cell in our body has consciousness. We feel, we think, we see. It's all shaped by our experiences and our perceptions of those. And I haven't had a bird fly by, but watching a bird fly, just seeing how it soars, the smoothness of that, how graceful it is, brings a lightness, right? So sometimes we feel things that are heavier, easier, because our body registers that differently. So when we think about emotions, anger, fear, sadness, guilt, all of those are more easily palpable in our beings than lightness and joy often. It actually, on functional MRIs, registers completely differently. It takes a lot longer for the lighter feelings to actually light up the brain. So we have to work harder to access them. When we are in a state of disease, our bodies have become out of balance. So toxins, we all know that toxins influence our state of wellness. And toxins can be physically, mental, or emotional, or spiritual. Our bodies are containers and they only hold so much. So any of those factors can tip the scales and create a state of imbalance in our body containers and create disease. The methods that they use here at Santa Vive are aimed at all of those factors. So I know that a lot of people were skeptical when we first came to Mexico, thinking we were going to some fly-by-night clinic, and getting, I don't know, but just some of the comments we heard were really interesting. But this place is top-notch, and they are so soundly based in science. An experience the other day, just with Kevin's schedule, just seeing how they coordinate everything. The effects working together of the integrative and the traditional are much more effective. They're proven to be more effective, and he really did not get sick at all from the chemo or the radiation because of the way they build up the immune system, clear out the toxins, open the cells, the cancer cells, to be ready to receive through the hyperthermia and the immunotherapy and the hyperbarics and all of that, and really prep the environment so that the chemotherapy and the radiation are better able to do what they're meant to and cause less sickness. So they don't need the same dose at all, and it doesn't make people sick like it tends to do when you think about chemo and radiation. So just food for thought. But the other day, in going through some of my own consultations, it just struck me the chiropractor did applied kinesiology and had some comments about what he thought things originating for me were from, and I agree 100%. Lymphatically and emotionally, there was some stuff I knew was going on. And then taking that through the day, seeing how each of the practitioners that I encountered were working on that in their own ways. So I had a lymphatic drainage massage, and then I had a special other thing. And when I went to the energy room, I was on the Rife machine, which some of you are familiar with, and the lady said she was doing, out of thousands of protocols, in emotional clearing for any disease. And I asked her how they came about that, and she said, we all communicate throughout the day to see what is best suited for you in your program. So they have this system constantly going, updating each other with what's going on. And I said something to the chiropractor in the first of the day, and I said, well, you know what's going on? And he said, oh yeah, all 15 of us talked about you this morning. And I'm not even there for the cancer, I'm there for detox programs. So literally they're meeting as a team. They only use things with science to back it up. So each of their energy machines, as weird as that sounds to some of you who aren't familiar with energy medicine, the results are proven with these modalities that they've chosen to use. And coming back to my initial experiential exercise with you, all of those emotions, all of the biochemistry of food and chemicals and different things that we take into our bodies, all of that have different frequencies and vibration. And healthy cells have vibration and frequencies that unhealthy cells do not. So integrating psychology, spirituality, energy medicine, immunotherapy, all the biochemistry, traditional medicines, and some medicines that you cannot, for whatever reasons, get in the States, that have been proven to be effective, as well as the many other things that they do here. But I just wanted to really express again the gratitude of the opportunity to be here and to walk through such a comprehensive program and learn so much. We haven't had time to post everything. I wanted to the other day after I experienced some things to start getting that done, but honestly, everything's just really too busy here. Kevin's getting a little bit of a rest day today. He's done all his hard therapies tomorrow. He's finishing up some stuff, and then we are scheduled to leave here on Tuesday and fly home on Wednesday. So looking forward to seeing everybody. We don't know what the next steps are. We will find out tomorrow kind of what the doctor's plans and recommendations for leaving are based on whatever currently they're seeing on the ways that they look at things through testing. Healing comes in all different ways, and this was a major step in healing. I don't know what the next steps will be. We're going to take it one step at a time. And again, thank you for all the continued prayers and wishes and support in all of the ways everybody's doing that. And much love to every one of you. Blessings to all of you at home. And can't wait to give many of you hugs. And see you soon.